opportunity for you to speak, eye to eye, you know, with that person. So whenever you're ready.
I'm ready. Okay. Terrence is doing this for us so that we can leave somewhat of a legacy to you as a part of our progeny. First thing I'd like to share with you is that you come from good stock, and our parents, our grandparents, and many of the people in our family were people who had made a commitment to the Lord very early in their lives, and they have kept that commitment. So I say to you, no matter what you're going through, that you have something in you, inbred in you. Part of your DNA is a DNA for success. So never be fearful, but approach every situation as, how can I be victorious in what has happened to me? How can I learn from the situation that I'm currently in? And we have learned, from our grandparents and our fathers and so forth, that the Lord is the source of our strength, and He is the strength of our life. And if you keep that before you, the battle's not yours, but it's His. And God has a plan for you and for your life. And if you will ask Him and search Him and find out what that plan is, it's a plan for good. And Jeremiah said, God has a plan for you, and it's for good. And He wants you to be blessed, and He's working on your behalf. Another scripture that has strengthened me as time has gone on is that the eyes of the Lord are running to and fro through the earth, seeking whom He may strengthen. So God is seeking you to strengthen you. And so with every trial, there's a lesson to learn, and there's victory in it. So, one, let God be the source of your strength. Even in your weakest hour, you'll find that He has something for you to be a blessing to you. Two, don't quit. Many times people quit when victory is within grasp. And so it's important for you to make up your mind, hey, I'm not going to quit. I'm going to keep on. Then a third thing that I've learned is try again. Sometimes we give up on people, and people are the only things or persons or that you can invest in. Invest in people, and God will bring them out and bring you out. And so never be discouraged. I say try again. Jesus had met some men who were seasoned fishermen, and they were washing their nets, which was the last thing they did in the day. And so He asked them, hey, what's going on? They said, well, we've been out here all night, and we haven't caught anything. So we are doing what we normally do, is pull our nets down, wash them, and go home. But He said to them, try again. And having had some experience with Jesus, they said, well, this guy is asking us to do something. And He said, nevertheless, at thy word, we will try again. And the record goes on to say that they caught a huge amount of fish, so much so that even the nets were about to break. And so I'm saying to you, try again. And then lastly, finish what you start. I was a young man, and I had started out going to college, and I had quit because of we were having children so fast, and I thought I couldn't do it, and so I stopped. But all in the back of my mind, I had this idea that I was going to finish. I wanted to get at least 1 degree at some accredited school. And so from time to time, I would go back. One of the turning points, I guess, was Dr. King had a speech on his March on Washington. And I was working, and I'd gotten off, I guess, about 10 o'clock. And then when I got home, the 11 o'clock news was on. And they were showing Dr. King speaking at this march. And seemed like he spoke directly to me about a dream. And it rekindled the dream that I had. And fortunately, it was a time that I could go and get my records and things that I had filed away and to go back to school. And I've never regretted it. I mean, there were times that I had to stay up almost half of the night, very little sleep, but through it all, I was able to accomplish something. And in conjunction with that, one of my daughters, who I never suspected that she was thinking even about quitting, she said that, and I don't know what the problem was, and never asked her, but she said she was about ready to throw in the towel and quit. It wasn't because of her poor grades or her struggle in school, but for some reason she wanted to give up. And she said she remembered seeing me sitting at the kitchen table many nights when she was going to bed. And she said, "My daddy did it, and so am I." And so she reached back and continued on and has gathered a couple of degrees. And so you're setting an example for even your children and not quitting. And so I say to you, don't quit. Don't quit. You're never too old to learn, and learn all that you can.